So whenever we run water supply lines in a house, we use PEX. There's two different kinds of PEX, PEX A and PEX B. We always use PEX B, and what we're showing you today is PEX B. So I have a section of 3/4 inch PEX, section of 1/2 inch PEX, 2 1/2 inch PEX elbows, and 2 3/4 inch PEX elbows. This is a PEX crimper tool, and there's different inserts for different sizes of pipe that you put in the tool. This is a 1/2 inch PEX crimp ring. This is a 3/4 inch PEX crimp ring. We recently switched to this newer tool. It's a cinch tool rather than a crimp tool. So here's a 3/4 inch cinch ring, and here's a 1/2 inch cinch ring. So the tool grabs this, pinches it, and that makes your seal versus crimping as a whole. We're going to demonstrate the difference in the tools and how they work. We're going to show you how the PEX crimper tool works first. So you take your PEX ring, you insert it over the pipe about 1/8 to 1/4 inch from the end of it right there. So that way it hits on its marks, these rings on the elbow. So you insert the elbow, you put your do a test squeeze to make sure it's good. Open the tool, put the ring in, crimp, and close till it's tight. And then there's your seal. Now, if I want to switch and I need to crimp a different size of pipe or a different size ring, I have to remove these. I have to swap them out for the 1/2 inch size. Test squeeze. You take your 1/2 inch ring, your 1/2 inch elbow, and your 1/2 inch pipe. Same as the 3/4 inch, you set the ring about 1/4 inch, 1/8 to 1/4 inch back from the end of the pipe. Make sure it stays in place. Which sometimes they move, you got to make sure they stay in place. And crimp. So the cinch tool with the same fittings. So I got my 3/4 inch elbow, the 3/4 inch cinch ring. Again, this sets back 1/4 inch to 1/8. You insert the pipe. You insert the ring into the front of the tool, and you know that it's good when this releases. If you only go to here, it's not tight enough. So here's the 1/2 inch elbow, 1/2 inch cinch ring. Insert just like the other size, and there you go. So that shows how much faster this is with no swapping out of pieces.
I feel like I sound like an idiot.
Another big disadvantage to the PEX crimp tool is that not only do you have to switch out the head for different size pipe and fittings, but it also takes up so much space when it's open that you have to be able to open it and close it where you are putting the fitting on. Whereas the cinch tool takes up much less. But that's how much space you need in any cavity to open and close this tool. So it's about half the size of the crimp tool. This fitting that we put on earlier, we were able to do with the cinch tool because you can fit this in here, get it on the fitting and close it. Whereas with the PEX crimper tool, you would never be able to get this in here on the pipe and close the arms. It's just not possible to do certain fittings. So you would have to pre-build your pipe system and tuck it into an area where you could crimp the last two fittings, whereas this you can pretty much crimp anything without space being an issue.